Lovely. I love the texture.
Yep.
New technique. Ooh, mingling with things. It's a fine line between artwork and nom.
Just that little popcorn. Little popcorn. Morgan made popcorn. Wow, David Moore. Wow, I gotta talk to you about some stuff I found in the paper today. Want to make sure y'all know about these things. Hi, Kevin. I think you had a question. I didn't get to answering questions either tonight or tomorrow morning. I'll put in sources for you, whatever it is. And listen, if I forget, and this is on Let's Go Help for Let's Go Help. I forget to answer a question, and you just got to hound me. I'm just terrible in my old age and forgetful and don't think things, and particularly on that Let's Go Help, I haven't figured out how to use Facebook that well to find all the streams that we're in the middle of. There may be an easier way, but people seem to, the Facebook is, I guess, working the best I could find now. New Jersey in the house. Great. Jersey. Hello, Katie. You had a couple questions too that I owe you some answers to, Katie. We'll do, I think it was on paying, extra money because of health equipment. And remember, one of the things that I'm going to mention in that, when I answer that, is that there's a lot of discounts if you're using a lot of electricity because of medical devices. And so there's discounts from your utility company or whatever. Now, a place, if you have trouble finding where those discounts are, sometimes it could even be free, there is a utility commission. Every state has a utility commission that regulates these utility people. So make sure they don't screw over customers. And they fight for you for that. So make sure that, and at home care, right. Okay, Katie, so you know about that. Needing to pay off my credit cards, off personal loans, low interest. Well, Rosanna, I mean, it's hard to find grant money that I actually haven't found it that's set aside for you to pay credit card debt. What the grant money is for you to pay other things so you free up the credit card debt. But more importantly, I think what's more important to do, you could get that credit card debt by negotiating with the credit card companies. Now, there's people that will charge you thousands and thousands of dollars to do that, but you don't have to because there's free sources out there that will do that. So that's what you want to do. You don't want to hide because it'll just get worse. And if you go to HUD Counselor, HUD.gov, and put in counseling and find the free people, that will do that for you for free. You don't have to, because what happens, most of these, they're either in cahoots with the credit card people, so they're not going to make the credit card people mad. You need somebody to fight for you. And that's what, if you remember Let's Go Help, I'll send you a free report that shows you how to find all those people. If you don't, if you're not a member or whatever, then just Google HUD.gov. And start with the credit counseling's there, okay? Hello, new to chat, so am I. But I knew a cat who'd like to chat. and that may be an old man's joke. But anyway, let's see, correct and at home. Okay, I would really like to have you on my TV show, Maggie. Can you make some arrangements? Where's your TV show, Maggie? Yeah, I'd love to be on. That's the only way I get people to educate people about this stuff. Asheville, Ohio, doings on the internet jobs. Asheville, Ohio, doing on internet jobs. Yeah, I have a free report that I sent out too. And if you don't, if you're not a member, Let's Go Help. That it's San Francisco. The government, city of San Francisco, has a free tutorial on how to be a freelancer at home using internet jobs. And it's a wonderful thing to learn that system, because that's a growing system and you want to know about it. Can I start or buy an organic farm with no money? Yeah, the real answer is maybe, maybe not. As I say, as a member, I got a list of about 100 sources of money for doing things like that. These are grants, low interest loans, and stuff like that. And if it doesn't work out that way, then you have to be clever enough to find another way to do it, either with partners or with crowdfunding fund money, or work with nonprofits. You have to be creative to get anything done. You just can't say, I need this amount of money, and if you don't get it, you stop and say the world hates you. It doesn't hate you. It's just that you don't understand the world enough to use it. And that's what you have to do. And you have to be flexible and try to make that happen in maybe even different ways. Oh, Maggie, I'm in Orlando. Can I interview you via Skype? You certainly can, Maggie. Send me an email at Let's Go Free Radio. Maybe I'll try to write that in the chat. LASKO. No, I got that screwed up there. Let's Go Free Radio at gmail.com. Right. Let's Go Free Radio at gmail.com. I hope I spelled it all right. I need a nonprofit grant, and I am a member. Okay, I'll send you a report. Waiting room. So if you remember, I got this report. I show you the 10 best places to start as a nonprofit and to look for money. And it's going to take work. That's the whole thing. And people want to look at some website and hope that's the magic and fill that out and maybe get the money. No, you have to do more than that. The 10 things I send you to look, you have to first, you call every one of them. If you're not ready to make calls to people that may or may not give you money to find out what you really have to do, then you never get a chance to win in the game. That's what you have to do. It takes effort. It takes a lot of one-on-one to find out what to do. Otherwise, you'll keep searching the internet, try to find some expert who promises you this is the way to do it. And that's all you have to do. Just follow his instructions. It's different, every person. Every person giving out the money has different requirements, has different things. You go to that person that may be able to give you money, and you first say, hey, how could I understand about the program? I have this nonprofit or want to start a nonprofit, and how could it help me? Is this Let's Go Help or your regular live video? I'm running on Let's Go Help too, just Let's Go Help and also YouTube, because I have a good following on Let's Go Help, but I mean on YouTube. And Let's Go Help is growing, and truthfully, I'll probably be just on Let's Go Help eventually, but as I'm starting out and trying to grow this thing, I'm still other places. I'm a truck driving, so I'm in truck driving school and will be done in 4 weeks. Is there anything out there for me to purchase my own truck and be an owner operator? If you have ways to make a living, if you have ways to get a contract or whatever it is, then that's a possibility. The other thing is you want to you first find out, can you get that work? Don't go out and find out, can you get money to buy a truck? No, that's wrong, because you may be able to, but then you're stuck with buying a truck and you don't have any business. First, what you do, without a truck, you go out and look for business. How are you going to pretend you have a truck and go out and look for business? And when you contact people, you just say, yes, I have a truck. They don't know, right? So you're trying to figure out how to, and then you talk to them, say, hey, is there a way to get money work from you if I had it, my truck is getting soon, how do I get money from you? And then you get a sense of that. And then you see, is there a demand? Don't buy stuff when you don't even know for sure. And your schooling, maybe have help, but they're really selling schools. So they make money selling that school. And so they want to make you believe that this is the greatest thing in the world to do. Let's see. Ross, look into business credit card funding. They offer 0% interest loans and can be used to buy startup capital. Yes, some of them do have that, but That's the way you're still getting a loan. That's right. To me, no matter if you have 0 interest or 10% interest, you want to stay away from any loan as much as you can, unless you have a guaranteed way of making money. And usually at the beginning, you don't. Can you help me through your services how to become a real estate investor? Yes, I do a report. Either you join letsgohelp.com and I'll get you going there. There's a free course there on how to find real estate programs from the government and other grant programs from nonprofit organizations, and you could just follow that and find all the money available to do that, and just start educate yourself. Don't start investing. Don't do anything. Just start educating yourself. Or another thing I'll do is do all that research for you. For like $60, I do a report that will show you every real estate program where you live. So it takes me usually about 2 weeks to do them, and I send it to you. It'll be 150 pages or so. And like I just did one where it was somewhere outside of Atlanta. Yeah, and just neat stuff I find all the time. Yeah, and that's why I love doing these custom reports. I'm a member. Excuse me. So do you help me with nonprofit tools? Yes. Okay, I'll do that. Business credit card funding. Can you help me through your services to become a real estate investor? Yes, I did that. Very true. Let's go. Thanks. Okay. Let's Go Help on your regular live show. Is this Let's Go Help? Yes, it is Let's Go Help. And also we're live on YouTube. But let me tell you about how it's rare that you find governments advertising their giveaways. And that's what, I have 3 of them that I found in one local newspaper. That's right, local newspaper. Hey, if I'm a member, can you guide me through or educate me on where to start the steps to buying an organic farm? Yes, actually, Katie, I'm going to help her with that too. I Google and get all kinds of things, but not much helpful. That's right. And yes, because there's 2 things. I could do a real in-depth report for starting any kind of business anywhere. But actually, organic farm, I'm going to help Katie like this. So she wants to do this out in Idaho. I have a special list, about 100 and some programs to get her started, and where to go. The local offices that will help you think through this stuff for free and how to do that. So that's right. Yes, I mean the answer is yes, but I'm biased, so you can't trust me. So you have 2 things. Let's Go Help. The $20 a month and I'll answer questions every day. It may take me a day or 2 to get to it, but I'll answer them every day. And then you learn from other people. Plus, on Let's Go Help, there are like 12 or 13 courses already set up for you to take advantage of. Everything from how to retire in 3 years. That's right. In 3 years, no matter what age you are. And that's a video instruction. So that with ebooks and websites and everything for you to follow up on and take advantage of it. Anna, let's go. I need help. Dave, my credit card. I need to update my credit card. When I try to do that in the Facebook account, it takes me as a new client. Yes, I see. Yes, we may have to do that. Does your credit card, is it out of date, not working? Because what we may have to do, it's a new system in the funnel we have, and it's not really that flexible. But I'll have, send me an email, Anna, so I could get Mary to take care of that for you, okay? Do that. But we may have to do that, but we could do it. Thank you. Just go on letsgo.com and sign up. Yeah, no, don't sign up on letsgo.com because I'm phasing that out in a way. That's the old service. And anybody who's on letsgo.com and looking for help, it's better to be on the closed Facebook group, called Let's Go Help. I'm moving everything to there. Letsgo.com is an old database that used to be the service, but the real stuff is I'm trying to get people to migrate. And so if you're already a member of Letsgo.com, your membership is good on Let's Go Help. That's the Facebook group. So you could go to, facebook.com/groups/Let's Go Help, and just say you want to be, you're a member, or just you want to apply, and I'll have to look up your membership on letsgo.com and okay you, and that's it. Let's go. Need to improve credit score and kill debt. Darren, yes. Okay. Now, if you're letsgo.com, I send you a report. How did all do that? You can keep asking questions, and that screws up and doesn't work. Because everything you start, don't forget, probably won't work. You have to be in this stuff for the long time. Oh, hiya, Kathy. You're up late. You say, yeah, 10 o'clock. For an old guy, this is not the early bird special, is it? Are you doing any seminars when you move to DC? And what if I don't have a Facebook page? If you don't have a Facebook page, then that's going to be hard. Yeah. So just sign up and do it. You don't really, you don't need anything on your page. You just need to log in, and it's free. So it doesn't matter what the hell you have on there. You got nothing, and just use it to get into Let's Go Help. But let me give you the 3 items I wanted to cover today. Here's one. There's a big ad. This is in the local paper in Washington, D.C. It's called City Paper. No, it's called Mid-City DC News. How do you like that? So that's a newspaper. So, people are still reading newspapers somewhere. I read some too. But here, he's talking about how the government gives up the $9,000, okay? And really, this is very important now because this is through the tax system. This is where the government gives you a grant, but you have to fill out your tax form for it. You don't have to owe any taxes. You don't even have to pay any taxes, but you still get a grant of up to $9,000, okay? But it's through the IRS. This is where I guess one party, was trying to give a handout to people who need help, a benefit, a government benefit, and to get it through Congress, everybody likes tax cuts, so they put it in there as a tax to get it passed, I guess, in the Congress. They don't really know what they're doing. Okay, so it's called the EITC, Earned Income Tax Credit. Okay, if you go to this website, caab.org, caab.org. Even though this is for Washington, they'll tell you how to do it, no matter where you are in the United States. That's up to $10,000 grant that comes through the IRS. Like I say, you don't have to owe taxes. You don't even have to file the taxes. You just file this form to get this. So even if you don't have to file taxes, you want to check out and file a tax form in order to get the $9,000. So it varies how much you're going to get, depending on how much you make and how big your family is and stuff like that. But it's a grant. So this is a few places that I've seen where they're advertising, they're giving away government money. And this is the government taking out an ad. You rarely see this. That's why it's important. Okay, here's another one from the DCRA, and I'm not even sure, DC government, I'm not sure what RA even says. Well, this is really part of the DC Government Business Center, okay? And they have free courses, free classes, free expertise, and this happens all over the Gov, all over there. Let's see, what was that? Somebody's writing that down. caab.org. C, Charlie, Apple, B. Okay, there it is. See the caab.org. Okay, that's it. Okay. And so this is that free courses. Now look at the courses they have here. One on franchising. So you ever thought about having a franchise? Maybe buying a McDonald's or anything? You go to this free course, fine. You go on the internet and try to learn that. It's either going to be somebody selling you something or somebody that wants to charge you $5,000 for the same course you could get for free. Sort of like going to Donald Trump University for learning how to use government grants. You could use my course, go to Let's Go Help for $20. I'll give you a whole course on where to find every government grant, more than he'll ever know. Because it's these only interested as a rich investor. But if you're not a rich investor, then there are other programs that you want to know about. And mine's $20, and his was $30,000 he was charging. Terrible. Okay, then also they have a program here for learn the process of starting a business. Okay, one-on-one session, steps for obtaining a business license, contracting, navigating the contracting business in Washington, D.C. Okay, so that's how to get a contract. So that's what you can do. Now here, senior entrepreneur program. Okay, senior entrepreneur program. You're a senior and want to start a business. They have a free class on that. So you're going to go on the internet and find somebody with a business opportunity, and they're going to get $300, $500, $1,000 from you, or whatever it is. And here's somewhere who's free to show you how to start your business for free. I personally don't think you need money. I mean, you need money for some, and particularly if you can't afford to pay the money. Don't pay the money. There's too many other ways to do that. Is there anything for real estate to become a realtor? Yes, to study, to get a license and things like that. They have training money. So if you go to your state Department of Labor, and you're looking for a better job, that's what they have money for. So you want to train for a better job. Okay. And now here's the third one is your home ownership resource in Washington, D.C. So you're going to go on the internet and look for money for to buy a home or something like that. But the government, and here they're advertising. Here, this is the government advertising. Like here's one of their programs. It's called the Home Purchase Assistance Program. Okay, serves as a co-administrator of the Department of Housing and Urban Development First-Time Home Buyer Program. Okay, which provides interest-free deferred loans for down payment and closing costs up to $84,000. Now, that is incredible to me. So here they're advertising, the government is advertising about a government program. So they're not smart enough to figure out how to do it in search engines. And so you find it in Google, and you probably won't because you're fighting everybody else who is trying to spend a lot of money trying to get your attention. These people won't. But $84,000, okay, interest-free deferred loans. That means it's interest-free, and you don't pay off the $84,000 until you probably sell the house. I'm not sure it's specific, but that's how it usually runs. So you get $84,000 to help you buy a house. Okay, if somebody gives you $84,000 to buy a house, first of all, it's interest-free, no interest on this. You don't make any payments. Okay, so that means you have a cheaper mortgage, right? So that means, and also because of if you put down an $84,000 mortgage down payment, that means you don't even need insurance, mortgage insurance, because you have such a big down payment. So you cut down your monthly payments a huge amount. And when they get the money back is when you sell your house. So 20, 30 years or whatever. Is there a website for that service? Yes, this is only for DC. But see, there are programs like this all over the country. Every city is different. That's why when I do my custom reports, I go for the city, the county, the local nonprofits, all the stuff. Then there's national programs and there's state programs and things like that. So here's the address for that, DCHFA.org. DCHFA.org. Okay, did you see these three programs that I just talked about? Okay, what is interesting about that programs? Those three programs is they're all .org. One of them should be .gov, but it's not. I don't think. No, these are nonprofit organizations that are doing this. So they're not even government offices. That's what I mean. Anything you want to do, you first of all you zero in on just websites that are .gov or .org. That's where the good stuff is. Now, could you imagine Chase Manhattan saying, yeah, we'll give you $84,000. You don't have to pay any interest. Don't worry. And 30 years later, if your house has increased in value, you could give us the 84 back then. Okay. That's crazy, isn't it? No. All those fat cats in Wall Street, can't afford their yachts anymore. Land over life. You have a type. You have to type HTTP. Okay, those programs can be for investors. It depends on it. Some are, some aren't. And then also, see, to me, you could be an investor by using half the house for Airbnb, or by buying a duplex or a triplex or a fourplex house. It all depends. There's no simple answer to any of these. Every program is different. I'm not even sure what this program is. You have to find out. See, don't take my word for anything. Don't take any expert's word for anything. You go to who's giving out the money and ask them. They're the only people. And if they say no, you then take the documentation of that program and read the details, so you could see how they may be wrong. Government's wrong. We're all wrong all the time. Like there was a young fellow in Massachusetts, a young kid, high school, wanted to start a lawnmower service business, and he found a program for kids that gave money for kids who want to start businesses as Department of Agriculture. But they said, no. This is for kids who live in this country, not in the city. But then he got a copy of the description of the program that gave out the money, and it said it's for kids in there, but also for lawnmower service businesses. So they said, oh, yeah, I guess you're right. We got to do it. We got to give you the money. So just don't assume because they're a big organization, they know what's going on. You know better than that. Need San Diego County. Well, you got to do the research for that. Or, if you join Let's Go Help, that's what I do. We'll point you to that. Or if you want all the housing programs for San Diego, I'll do that. and that's a single price of $60. Okay. Need San. Howdy. Any holistic healthcare free money? Not sure what you mean by that. There's a lot of healthcare help. And Katie, I think you were looking for that. I'll send you a list of nonprofits that give out a lot of help. And then there's grants that doctors and physicians and healthcare people get to help that. Now, I'm not sure what you mean by holistic. Do you want to teach holistic medicine? Do you want to pay for holistic medicine? More and more coverages are covering that. Hey, bud, what would you say about a passive income? It's nice to have. It's a little boring, but if you want income, I mean, you have two things in life. It's obviously nice, and everybody wants to do that. But the problem is because everybody wants to do that is nice. People are out there selling you, promising you passive income. They say that word so they get your money. That's all, because you think that'd be cool, and wouldn't that be nice? And it, 99 times out of 100, it's not going to work for you. So why even bother that? Get that out of the way. Number one, I think there's two things you got to worry about in life. Being self-sufficient. How do you get enough money to feed yourself, okay? You may get lucky and marry rich or whatever it is, but most of us are going to have to work at it. Okay, how do you do that? Healthcare insurance for 50 plus. There's people, healthcare insurance, you got to be careful with that. There are people that get grants to help you figure out insurance for you, okay? And if you go to healthcare.gov and say you want local assistance, and then you get organizations that are getting grant money to help you decide what is the best for you. If you need treatment, then that's different. And that's why, in Let's Go Help, I'll give you a free report for your state on all the free sources of healthcare, dental care, prescription drugs, even pet care, because that's getting more expensive than person care, right? Just a question. I am on Facebook, but it appears you're on another format. Which one are you? Stay on Facebook, Kathy, because that's where I'm really concentrating my life here. But I got more questions on YouTube right now. So that's why I'm trying to answer them, but they're not members, so they can't get the free help like you, Kathy. So that's why if you have a question, Kathy, and I don't answer it while I'm here, I'll pick it up, later tonight or tomorrow or something. Oh, that's nice, Mark. Nice of you to say that. How can I get a donated car? I never heard of donut car. I mean, they mean like donut wheels for donated. Oh, I'm sorry, that joke. I have a list of all the nonprofits that give out free cars. Okay, and there's hundreds of them. But if you can't find one locally, there's some national ones that do that. And if you don't get one yourself for that, then okay, how can you get someone to donate a car? And that's a cool thing to try to figure out. I haven't thought about it hard, but now with crowdfunding and things like that, you have to see, to be successful at crowdfunding or anything like that, you have to be more than just put up a GoFundMe account and expect everybody to throw you money. No, you got to do something different than that, because nobody cares that you need a car. So you have to have something bigger. You either work with a nonprofit, say you need a car, so you could take what you're going to do with the car besides yourself. You're going to use your car 3 days a week to take seniors to the mall or something like that. Okay, but you need to raise $5,000, $10,000, whatever it is, to get a car because you're going to volunteer to take seniors for the mall 5 hours a day, 2 hours a day, 10 hours a week, whatever it is. Okay, now you have a hook. Now you have something that the media could be interested in advertising about your thing to get a car. And now another way, see what you do is you go to the senior center and you ask them to help you with the marketing because they have a list. So you as an individual, you probably you have 100 people maybe on your Facebook list or whatever. A senior center will have tens of thousands and a mail list too. So they want to help you get a car because you're going to give them something free out of that. So see, that's why you have to be more creative than just the normal stuff. Don't try to solve all your problems with money because when you can't find money, you still have the problem. So now you have to be more creative than just throwing money at the problem because you may not be able to get the money. So that's the important thing in life. Okay. Now let's see, John. Hey, Matthew, how much about you? But I don't know much about you, but I see you all over the news and a couple of documentaries, and you're very intriguing. I'm 16 years old and a businessman. Oh, great. You're a business kid. It doesn't matter what kind of business you're in business. I mean, that's the time to learn. You just keep doing it. Just follow your heart. People, always evaluate things with a grain of salt. If you think, because it doesn't matter if you fail, and if you keep failing, then you'll learn more that way. If you're successful all the time, you're not growing, you're not learning anything, and things are going to change, and you won't know how to change with it because you think it's so easy. Just do this one thing forever. That doesn't work anymore. How to become a member to get this list? How to become a member? Go to letsgostore.com. Okay, www.letsgostore.com. www. Could someone try that to make sure? leskostore.com. Okay. And you'll see the first item there is Let's Go Help, and that's the $20 a month. Okay. And you can quit after a day if you want. Any program for teens. Yes. Actually, they still have that program at the Department of Agriculture for teens. But a lot of stuff, don't forget the services and stuff and money. Most don't really have to because a lot of it is education money. So teens don't. You're not going to be a grown-up to get that. You could be a teen too. What do teens want to do? I stepped out for a bit back in now. Is there any way to get free computer or laptop and internet service? Yeah. Some of the providers have big discounts on internet service, like as low as $10 a month. And yes, there are other ones that give free computers and use laptops because you don't need a brand new computer. I don't buy new computers anymore. No, I got 3 here. There's 3 Apples. I buy them used. New it'd be like $15,000. Used they're like $400, $500. It works just good. Same with Apple and phones. Here, This is a 6, okay? I think it cost me $200. The movie cost me what, $1,000? That's stupid. I get 5 of those, right? so go use. And look, there are nonprofit organizations around that give out free computers. So you want to start locally, start with 211 because they're the people locally that keep track of nonprofits and what they do. So that's a good place to start. Now, don't forget, any source I give you may or may not work. That's the way the world is. Okay? There's no one. It's like saying, oh, that girl is single. You should go out and talk to her. But she may not go out. She may not. We don't want to talk to you. That's the way the world is. I stepped out for a minute. Let'sGoStore.com. Okay, Ross, did that work or not? The URL, okay, that URL, okay, great, okay. Comcast, if you have a household member in a low income, yeah, Comcast has it, and there's a few other ones that do it too, because it's really a federal program that Comcast takes advantage of. So I'm guessing they're getting money out of that. Grant, in the 327 sources of free money, free members of Let's Go Help. No, you don't get a free copy of that, but I have a course that shows you how to find it in your state. Okay, and I think it's really a wonderful course because it tells you all about how to. It's really a master class of using government money and help and all the free stuff. I gotcha. So, and that's because it shows you like 35 short videos that I've done. That's part of this course that educates you about all the different ways the government can help you in your life. Whether it is getting a free car or, getting health care, as you said, or starting a business and everything. So that you know to even look there. See, that's the important thing. You don't even know the questions to ask. And then I have another part of that training is where I show you where those programs are in any state, because every state is more or less the same. They will just call it something different in different states. So I have instructions on all of that. So you could now design and build your whole one. But to me, and then I give you a sample report so you see what this looks like, okay? And that's it. Gotcha. Obama, anonymous. No, what am I, Obama? No. Free money for healthcare and supplements. Well, there's a lot of healthcare, yes. I mean, if they're prescription drugs or whatever, if that's what you mean, supplements, probably a little different. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. You have to try. I'll give you a whole bunch of sources to try. And you talk to people, you say, hey, and they say, no, we don't do supplements. Well, then you say, hey, well, who does? See, the name of this game is you doing research, not me giving you an instant answer. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, on that. But you have to believe the stuff might be there. And there's a good possibility, everything you said there, that there's an answer. And you have to dig that out because the world is too big. It's sort of like me saying, yes, every blonde woman will go with you. No, so it's that way. Are there better home loans than VA? Of course, there's lots. There's about 150 sources of government money to buy any home. And yes, a lot because VA has down payments. I mean, I was just here. How about this program we just talked about at DCHFA.org? $84,000 down payment. VA is not going to give you that. They want you to come up with 2% or 5% or whatever it is. Here, this government program gives you $84,000. For a down payment, 0% interest, and you never pay a payment except you pay back the $84,000 whenever you sell the house. Okay, so it's going to appreciate, so you're covered, no problem. And now you have a house, and you have a cheaper mortgage. See, if someone gave you $84,000 house and say instead of a $300,000 mortgage, now you only have a $200,000 mortgage. Well, that means you cut your payment by a third. So maybe instead of paying $1,500 a month in mortgage payments, you're only paying $1,000 a month. Yeah, yes, that's why that's so important. Big question is: any of the military branches has a big key and savings account? I know they pay off student loans. The question is: any of the military branches has it? I don't know if they do have. What they have is money so you don't have to pay a student loan. They pay when you get out of the service, but I don't know the details of any of them. If you're a vet and you want to know about those programs better, the best place is your county government. Your county government has experts. All they do is get vets money. And the studies I've seen that analyze how well these people do, these people get you 50% more money as a veteran than anybody else. And that's called a County Veterans Service Office. County Veterans Service Office. That's where you go for that. Okay. Are there any land grants for Northern California? Thanks for your time. Land grants, I don't think they even say that anymore. But I think I know what you mean. Actually, I used to teach at the first urban land grant university. But no, I mean, there are grants for land, sure. Like anything. There's even free giveaways for land, particularly if you're a nonprofit. Because surplus government land, see, anything the government has that surplus can be given for free to nonprofit. I am 58 years old and cannot get a job. Any idea how people like me can earn a new trade? Yes, there are two things I would do if I were you, Mark. 58, you're young. Look, I'm 75, so I'm 15, 20 years older than you. And I figure I have 20 years left. And I'm learning new stuff every day. Here's what you do, Mark. You go to what's called the Career One-Stop Center. This is a county government office that gets paid to train you, do anything you need almost to get a better job. So that's one thing. You go down, make an appointment, try to figure out all the services they have, okay? And see if that will really help you or not. You have to dig. Okay, second thing you do is you go to your local junior college, community college they call them, right? And you just show up on their doorstep and you're looking for a certificate program. Something to train for to get a better job, okay? Because there's so many new skills. You don't have to, like be a car mechanic or anything. You could be, like a sleep apnea engineer, and that just watches somebody sleep. And that's a high-paying job. And a year of training, you could get that. And this is a growth business, and see what it is. Even if you're not a kid, doesn't matter because there's money now to pay that. So you see the community college is getting money from industry and healthcare providers and everything to pay for people to get that training, see, because the companies aren't doing it. So they give money to the universities or the junior colleges as a training. So you take 6-month course, 12-month course or whatever, do that. Okay, that's the second thing. The third thing you want to do is take that free course on how to be a freelancer on the internet at home. And that's a free course at San Francisco government. So if you just Google now like gig and freelance or gig economy, San Francisco training or course or something like that, and make sure it's a .gov or .org. Don't go anywhere and don't pay a penny to anybody, because all this is free. You are the bomb. Keep up the growth. Thank you, Chrissy. Nice to you said Career One Stop. Yes, Career One Stop is a county government. So if you call 211 or call your county government, call your library, your local county library, they'll know about that. You're looking, sometimes it's called workforce development. Sometimes it's called a Career One Stop. Workforce development or Career One Stop. That's what you want to know about, okay? Any advice for a kid like me pursuing the business world money-wise? Yes, just do stuff. Doesn't matter what you do. You think, business is just getting a customer. You think of something a customer wants, and you go to, like my kid, we're just reminiscing. He was a kid in high school, and he didn't want to go get a lousy job this summer. I said, well, then start your own business. And he said, Dad, what do I do? Oh, I can't start a business. I said, yes, you can. And I said, what do you do around the house? And he said, I do everything you don't want to do, Dad. So all those shitty little jobs around the house, like as a kid, I said, well, do you have a business? Now you do things for other people when they don't want to do them themselves. And he called his business, We Can Do That. him and his buddy got little flyers, and for $20 they got a couple hundred flyers from the printing shop. Went around the city and handing them out, and they got like $200-300 in business just in a few hours. Man, that cost them nothing, just $20. Yeah. What about medical help? Yes, there's a lot of free, low cost and everything. Mental health. If you're a member of Let's Go Help, I'll send you a report for your state and all the free and low cost help that's available for mental, dental, pet care, and prescription drugs. If you're not, then start with 211. They have a good source to start. Collier County reference librarian, they're another good source to start. Most of that stuff will be legal. There's some national stuff too that I tell you about, like grants that are given to doctors, get government grants to do a lot of this stuff for free. And that's the kind. Some hospitals have gotten money over the past, and then they have to give certain things for free. People can't afford to pay the bill, but they're not going to have signs there. You have to know about it. People should be grateful of the time you give to do the, oh, thank you. No, I hope to make a living doing this. So somebody joined, so I can keep doing this. Long time watcher, first time viewer, live, wanted to say you have an awesome program, and I could, when I get home, I want to see I can contact you and go over something. I'll pay for it. Okay, yeah, go to letsgostore.com. So that's letsgostore.com, and there's lots of ways. On the Let's Go Help, that's where we could chat there. On Let's Go Help, and also I have a service. I did just 2 of them today. Called letsgotalk.com, and that's where we on the phone, and this is $2 a minute. Usually in 15-20 minutes I could get you going and really help you. One of the 2 people I talked to today was help them decide the best thing that they should be doing now. See, there's so many things to do in life, and you get sidetracked and whatever, but given the circumstances that you have, and you tell me that, and what you have an interest in, I could usually pick out, hey, these are the important things to do right now. There's 1,000 things to do, in life every day. But what the important thing in life is deciding what's the most important thing to do. Because there's 1,000 things to do, and most of us fill up our day just by doing the easy stuff. You can't do that. Let me help you identify the stuff that you should be doing. That is the most important thing to do. There's a lot of things that are important, but you have to choose the most important, because you don't have time to do just the important stuff. You have to do the most important stuff. Okay. Okay, guys, listen, that's 48 minutes. I got to run because I got to get some stuff for Katie early in the morning, I hope, and get the stuff that she wanted in Let's Go Help. You're looking for my one-stop books. They're all that stuff, and Let's Go Help and everything is at letsgostore.com. So letsgostore.com. Okay, and okay, yes, okay. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you soon.